Welcome back, Odooers. My name is Jose Ignacio. Let's talk contracts. Employees must have an active contract to get paid. If they don't, an error appears as a warning on the payroll app's dashboard, letting you know that payroll can't be processed for that employee. Now that we've hired our first summer intern, we need to make a contract. So let's hop into our database and create some contracts. So here I am on the main payroll dashboard. I can access all my employees from here by clicking on Employees and then Employees. Great. So this is the same view as the Employees app, FYI. April Smith is our first intern right here, and our HR department already created her employee profile, including her work information down below over here. So to create a contract for April, let's click into our payroll tab over here. Perfect. Okay, we can immediately see, first things first, I'm going to click load a template over here in our contract overview. So to create a contract for her, I'm going to select for our templates, perfect, summer interns, and then I'm going to select load. Boom, there we go. So once I do that, many fields are auto-populated. Now I can make any modifications that I need. Inside of our contract field, for instance, in this case, I'm going to change this. I'm going to click where it says not employed. And this time we're going to select her start date, which is going to be June 29th. We're going to pick that. Boom. There we go. If she was a permanent hire, I'd leave this field next to it indefinite as blank. But her internship ends in August. So I'm going to click into that second field and we're going to pick August. And then what are we going to do for this one? We're going to select the 14th. Perfect. All right, there we go. That's her last day. And now let's go on to hourly wage. For her hourly wage, I'm going to select, or in this case, type in 20 as her hourly wage. I don't need to worry about the other ones like the yearly cost or a few of the other ones because this is calculated from the hourly wage. And once that you're done with that, I can see that the work entry source that we have over here below is very special because this tells me Odoo will create work entries based on the entries in the attendances application, which is great. And the working hours right now are set to the flexible 15 hours a week, which is also perfect. Next, I need to have her sign this. So we kind of need a signature request. So I'm going to click signature request over here up at the top, and this email pop-up window loads. It tells me that the document to sign, which is the intern contract right there, and the employee field tells me who is signing it, which in this case is going to be April Smith. Great. So I need to configure this employee roles section over here though. So on the contract, there are roles called out, so we know who signs where. I'm going to select intern for it. Perfect, right there. And then I'm going to change the person responsible right now to Michael Jones. Perfect. Meaning he needs to follow up on this and make sure April signs. Now, under our mail options, we have a few other things that we can do there. I can edit both the subject and a nice little optional message if I want to add some more information. I'm going to write, here's your contract. I can spell today. Perfect. And there we go. And then we're going to select send. April will get an email stating that a contract is awaiting her signature. And that's it. Next, I need to update a contract for my senior assembler, Bob, who's been doing a fantastic job. So once again, we are inside of the employees section, and we're going to click on Bobby Carey over here. All right, perfect. So before I update his contract, let's look in the top right corner. Over here, we happen to have two dates, January 1st and April 17th. These are previous versions of Bob's employee record. He started working on January 1st, and then there was a change to his employee record on April 17th, which in his case was a new contract for a higher salary. Each of these dates represents a version of the employee, which is why these buttons are called employee versions. If I click the previous date and pay attention down here to the wage, boom, you can see that. And also you could see in this contract overview section and employer costs and other things, they've actually changed to reflect what he was earning then. So the employee versions let me see the entire employee journey. That's pretty cool, right? Okay, let's click back over here in the top right corner to April 17th and finish our updates. The first thing I need to do is set an end date for the current contract. So I'm going to click on the word indefinite, or this field that has the little grayscale indefinite written right there. And we're going to select the last day for this contract, which is going to be the end of April. So we're going to select April 30th. Boom, right there. All right. Now that I have an end date, I'm going to click on new contract, and that's going to change this out. Perfect. All right, so now we need to select the start date for it, which in this case is May 1st. Boom! Look at that. This doesn't expire, so right now we're leaving the second one blank, but did you see that? Once we did that, a new version button has appeared up in the top right. And we have that now. That's pretty cool. Next, I need to adjust the wage to reflect the raise. So, to save some time, I'm going to click over towards the yearly cost area, and this time we're going to type in 65,000. Boom. Now we've changed a lot of that away. Notice how both the monthly cost and the wage have kind of changed right there, and we can see everything is reflecting this now, and that's really nice. All right, the wage has gone up. Everything is nice. Odoo did all the math for us. Thank goodness, because math is not my strongest subject. I'm more of an arts and literature man myself. Okay, perfect. We're all done here. Now let's end this by going and selecting signature request in the top left and document to sign. In this case, once again, we're looking at an employee contract. So we're going to have that as a PDF. Right now, I'm going to set the employee role to employee, meaning the field is marked for the employee on the PDF, and that's where he will sign. I'm going to change the person responsible once again to Michael Jones. Perfect. Now keep in mind, you need the sign app to sign employee contracts. I'm going to click send. This one doesn't need anything else, and off it goes. Okay, one last thing to do today. Our sales department has done a great job, and our numbers have never been so good. So to thank them, I'm giving them all a 5% raise. So I can change all their contracts at the same time. And to do that, I'm going to select employees in the top left and then employees once again. And we're going to change this over to a list view. So on the left-hand side, we have this little area that says administration. I'm going to click that. And now we've expanded the list of departments, and we're going to select sales. We got 3 right there. I know we only have 3 of them, but they do amazing work. So I'm going to select them all by selecting this checkbox over here at the top next to the word employee name. And then I'm going to click on actions and index contracts right there. So what does this do? So now we've got this nice little pop-up. The employees are all listed inside of our employee field right there. And in the percentage field right here, I'm going to select 5% or enter it. And then I'm going to select confirm. And boom. The salaries will all be updated. So let's check on that. We're going to click on Boris Finch right here. And then we're going to click into our payroll tab right there. Okay, now if we scroll down over here, boom. Look at that. The sales team were making 58,000 a year, but now they're making over 60. So the raise went into effect. Perfect. And that's it for today. We learned how to create new contracts from a template, how to update existing contracts, and how to update a whole batch of contracts. Stay tuned for more videos. Don't forget to sign those contracts.